Corn, something everyone needs. Corn has over 3,500 different uses. Corn is harvested more for animals like cows, chickens, and pigs than any other crop in America. Other than feeding people and livestock, corn can be used in things like baby food, chewing gum, icing, fireworks, ethanol fuel, chips, and many other things. 1 bushel of corn, that is about 60 ears of corn per bushel, can be used for sweeteners in 325 cans of soda. Corn can be said to be one of the most needed crops in America. For over 8,000 years, corn has been in the diet of humans and livestock. Last year alone, America harvested almost 10 billion bushels of corn. America harvests 40% of the world's corn. Corn is in such high demand in America, and there is no reason for it not to be. Farmers make thousands off of corn crops and stimulate our economy in many ways. Corn being one of the most harvested and highly in-demand crops makes our economy go up because of all the products it can be used for. So why not make corn production easier? Why not make corn grow faster, have less insect interference, and feed our animals and us more? Are there concerns with making corn this way? Is there a way to make corn do these things? Yes, corn has also become a genetically modified organism, or GMO. This means that it has been modified to grow easier or more prominently. This corn is known as Bt corn, or Bacillus thuringiensis corn. A GMO is an organism where its DNA or gene structure has been changed. GMOs are controversial because of the risks that some include, and because they are deemed mutant or not natural. GMOs have become so popular and cheaper to grow that they are found almost everywhere. In any grocery store in America, you can find a GMO. GMOs are modified for reasons like faster growth, pest control, weather conditions, and reasons like allergies. GMOs are organisms that cell structures have been changed by adding a gene from another organism and making it work. This gene is implanted using one of the many methods that are used for genetically modified organisms. These methods include bacterial carriers, biolistics, electroporation, gene splicing, microinjection, viral carriers, and many others. In the instance of crops, corn plants can be injected with the modified gene and it will reproduce its kernels with the gene already in them. This means the kernels can be replanted and Bt corn will grow by itself. GMO organisms are used all around the world for their resistance to many natural things like insects, pests, and weather. GMOs are results of hours of lab work. Genes have to be properly placed to interact with the DNA and produce the effects wanted. Bt corn, also known as Bacillus thuringiensis corn, is a corn that has to be modified to stop insects like the European corn borer from destroying yields. Bacillus thuringiensis is naturally found in most soils around the world. It is a bacterium that actually contains a toxin called cry. This toxin can be extracted and used as a pesticide. The Bt corn gene comes from Bacillus thuringiensis. A gene from this bacterium is inserted into the embryo of a living corn plant. This then makes the plant toxic to target insects like the European corn borer. This also harms other insects, which is not the goal of making Bt corn. The monarch butterfly caterpillar can be harmed by this plant because of the toxin pollen that plant produces. Bt corn is manufactured to keep cornfields healthy and keep the corn alive when the field is plowed and corn can be sold. Farmers buy the seeds of the corn from companies like Monsanto and Syngenta. These two companies mass-produce the Bt corn seed. The planting of Bt corn has become possible because of the way the plant reproduces the gene. The plant yields of corn contain the gene still. The kernels off of the ears of the corn can be replanted and grow Bt corn all over again. Fields are established for primarily growing Bt corn seed. Bt corn is an effective way to grow corn that produces better results and all around more corn. This issue is widely disputed, though. There is an economic issue with Bt corn, however. Companies are turning Bt corn into a monopoly of sorts. Patents have been put on close to 86% of the corn in the United States. This means that big companies own the rights to the way corn is grown. If people try to reproduce this corn, they can be brought to court and sued. In the United States, there are close to 16 varieties of Bt corn approved for food and feed. Another issue is Bt corn intended for animal feed being used in human food. Starlink is a variety of Bt corn that is patented by Aventis Group scientists. This crop is only supposed to be used in animal feed. Starlink corn was then traced in food that was going to be eaten by humans. These foods even included Taco Bell taco shells. Seeds of Starlink were discontinued. The resulting factor from these incidents was people having allergic reactions to the corn. The U.S. corn supply has looked for Starlink Bt proteins since 2001 in a human food. BT corn is beneficial in production of much-needed corn in America. Corn, being an essential part of our lives, needs to be reproduced. BT corn is a start to the solution of faster corn production, but could be also safer and more accessible.